of Brew'S with Brianna. I'm Brianna. This is my brew, and today we are going to talk about adulting. I, personally, I am not an adult according to everybody and their mama and what they view as having yourself together, what you need to be working towards achieving in life. And even though we've been, it's 2022, we've been preaching that be yourself, love who you are, embrace your path, embrace your journey, do you, but as long as doing you still leads back to, doing what everybody else does. And that makes no sense. So that is what's going to be covered. First and foremost, let me just say that this is a limited series for 516 merch just because I put the travel series on hold. I said that 3,000 times, but 3001 can't hurt. The travel series is on hold because I am not traveling, because I am working day and night and day. Love it. But anyways, yes, so I will be interviewing friends and family over the next, I say like 5-6 weeks. Every Monday, 9 p.m. a video will be posted, and it'll be more along the lines of like conversation, informative things, just providing different perspectives and things like that. Not too serious, but just trying to put info out there, put ideas out there. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully you enjoy it. I don't want these to be long videos, so I'll make this super quick. I'm 30. I have been doing seasonal work since 2014, and I think I was 21. I was 21, about to turn 22 when I started, and I haven't had an apartment, a water bill, rent, or any other like bills that come with like apartment, home expense type things since 2013, because I chose to do seasonal work, which, real quick, you hop around from, resort to resort, or you just do it from, from one resort if you want to. Like, you can go there for the summer, come back to your home state, hometown, whatever, go back during the summer again, whatever. You can do it like that, or you can hop around from season to season. And that's what I was doing, hopping around from season to season. So honestly, for the most part, my rent was like maybe $100, maybe less than that, because most places provided housing and it was super cheap. I just had like my cell phone bill, storage bill, car note, like simple things to like worry about. And so like having a roof over my head, something solid like to come back to, was never a super priority of mine, just because I was always, once seasonal work was done, I was either traveling to visit friends, visit family, or just like going out of the country and like doing whatever. And it just never, I don't know, the idea of just like settling down, having my bearings and having all this stuff just never like appealed to me in that sense. And I met so many people who were like on that same journey. A lot of these, I know you see a lot of YouTube videos about people who live in their vans, or they remodel buses or whatever and turn them into homes and just travel, all over the place. I had met a lot of those people early on, like 2014, 2016, just adults, like who were, because I was like maybe early mid-20s at the time, and these people like in their 40s who had like 20-year careers and gave it all up to buy a van, to gut it, to turn it into a home, and to travel. And I thought that was just like the best, and I still do to this day think it's like the best thing ever. Like, it's such like I don't know, there's so much freedom in that. There's so much freedom in that. Like, you're not strapped down to a mortgage and all these things. And I think and not to say that, having those things isn't great as well, because it all depends on what you view as far as like stability and, you know, comfort, and what puts you at ease, feeds your soul, right? Um, so freedom was all, it still to this day is like a big thing for me. So I love people who like, I love hearing those stories of people who do that, and it just inspired like my whole journey, conversations with people all the time about, you know, get out there, go see the world, go do this, go do that, go do, just go, and like, even if it's not for years and years, like a month or what, I don't know. I feel like travel builds perspective. Travel helps you to grow as a person, to push your limits, to test yourself, um, to gain independence. Like, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I think it's crazy to still, and again, if you view stability as the home and everything, that's fine. Like, that's beautiful, because I think there's strength in that. People who choose to like stay, like you stay somewhere for 20 years, you stay somewhere for 30 years, like your grandparents or whatever. I think there is definitely something to that, because a lot of people have said, "Oh, you're so, you know, brave and da da da. You just do whatever, and you just go to these places. You don't know these people. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're involved in. Blah blah blah." But I think there's something to be said for people who also like stay somewhere, because it's just a different mindset that I'm not um, used to. Like, it's a different type of comfort, and I admire people for that. Like, it's not for me, but I admire those who do it, because it's like, you know, they're grounded, you know, it's routine, you know. So there is definitely something that's beautiful about having just a solid place. Nothing wrong with it, but when it comes to people who decide to venture the other way, it's like, okay, early to mid 20s, great, go find yourself, go out there, you know, do that. Then it's like late 20s, okay, you had your freedom, what are you about to do now? And then, you know, now it's just like, okay, you know, by this time you should have been like with somebody, had a couple of kids, or looking, not even if you don't even want to go the family route, just having a foundation, right? Having a place to call home, having a reliable place to lay your head at night, and that you can go to and from, and, you know, just, I guess, just the normal, regular things. What's crazy, and this may be like just I think a lot of that aids in that old way of thinking, aids in a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of people just continuously, just all about the hustle and the grind, especially here in America. And then when you travel outside the country and you see how people value their relaxation, their time, and it's not all about money, 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 money. It's a whole different feel when you are a part of different cultures that value their time off, that value, like, that don't promote the I stay busy, I'm always busy, like I got things to do. Like, you get the one life. You get the one life. There's so much in the world that so many people don't get to experience or see. But the way things are shaped here, we're just go, 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 do this, do this, do this. A lot of people continuously coming up short, or overworking, or, and then that aids in health problems. And then, of course, pharmaceutical companies benefit off of that. I could just go down the rabbit hole, but I feel like a lot of the normalcy that, or what people consider normal, and what one should do at a certain point in life, a certain age, whatever, for this day and age, aids in a lot of anxiety, depression, and just stress. Um, I feel like, however, whatever brings your soul peace, you should do, but I don't think there's a one size fits all. I don't think that you should try to fit the mold. If the mold is what works for you, which I highly, highly doubt, I think it's just people feel like there's no other option sometimes. Um, cool, but I don't think it is. I don't know. There's just, again, with travel, there you see so many different things, so many different experiences, so many different ways to live life that. And then when you talk to these things with talk about these things with other people, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, I didn't." Da da da. It shows that a lot, even with the internet, even with books, even with all the access that we have in this day and age, a lot of people still only view living life, being an adult, as one thing across the board. And I'm not trying to promote, like, because I know I'm like a bit of a hippie, bohemian woman, whatever, but I'm not trying to promote that if that's not what you're about at all. Like, I'm just saying there's more than one way to be living life, to um, make the most of what it has to offer in your soul and all these things. And okay, like, I don't know. For me, I feel like it just, at some point, we're all gonna die, right? It just, none of it kind of like matters. I have so many weird views on so many things, but I think the point of this video that I was trying to make is that there's so many ways to live life, but to a lot of people, you're not an adult, you're not this, you're not that. It's like, at least at this point, you should have this together, you should have that together, you should have so many things. And it's hard to say that because with each decade, like, things change, prices change, homes are, shit, my sister can tell you she just bought a home. A young couple can't afford, you know what I mean? Like, a single person can't afford. If you have kids, like, daycare, astronomical. But it's just like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes people are so pressed about having the wrong things to keep up with the Joneses in some cases, and half these people you'll never see when you die. They won't be there when you die. They're not going to care about what you do tomorrow, what happened, whatever. So I would, like, don't worry about that. If you want to do something, go do it. If you want to live your life a certain way, then live it like that. As long within, like, a positive aspect. Don't be out here hurting people or doing crazy stuff. But yeah, just because I don't have a home, I don't, like, literally I tell people, like, because I've been doing seasonal work for like the last 10, 11 years, like, technically I'm homeless. Even I've had jobs, like, and I've had a place to lay my head because of the jobs, because they're like in remote locations and everything. They're at resorts and different spots like that, lodges. And I have a vehicle, but it's like, I tell people my vehicle is my home just because it's my source of freedom, my source of everything, my means to get my income, all of that. Like, it's just that. And I still haven't, I don't know, the bug hasn't hit me to be like, go do this. And if I do something, like, it probably would be gut out some type of vehicle and just make it my own little thing and just continue to do what I've been doing, because I just don't, I don't know, I don't get the hype, basically. I was gonna say that this video was gonna be for all of us young adults navigating all of the negativity, the shade, the side comments, everything, when it's not on par with what other people think your life should be on par with. But I was just thinking, like, I've met a lot of older people who are like, if I give all this up now, like the career, the home, because you know, like their parents have passed on, their kids are grown, and they're like, am I really just gonna give all this up and just go teach English in China or travel the world or do all these things that people are like, how do you work for 20, 30 years to build all this and then just give it all up? This video is for that people, for those people too. Live your life the way you want to. Doesn't make you less of an adult. Doesn't make you. We're not sheep. We're not sheep. We're not animals. Like we have options. We have choices. Don't ever think that you don't. And if you feel like you don't, make those choices. Like make those options available to you. Like create. You know what I mean? So, and I have to remind myself of that too sometimes because it does get overwhelming. But it's just I value my peace so much. I'd rather like do what makes my soul happy versus what society thinks should make me happy. That was the first Brew'S with Brianna, even though I had to switch to water because like my throat is just having issues. Sorry about that, but Brew'S with Brianna, this was the first video. I will have more videos, like I said, Mondays at 9 p.m. The next one I think you all will find rather interesting. I'll be introducing my older sibling and his journey in a very specific way. And I think you'll look forward. You should look forward to it. Like it'll be an eye-opening conversation because we haven't even had a conversation like that'll be on that level before. So look for that next Monday, 9 p.m.